we have to have a lot of social work, because maybe 40% of the children are so poor, they don't have shoes, they don't have clothes. So in every school we have 3 or 4 social workers making sure that the poorest of the children can continue to come to school.
Basically, my work involves going to the children's home to know where they're coming from, to know their families, to know who they're living with. And we are there because of their social life. So in a nutshell, life in the slum is not easy, and to give you a feeling of actually where our children come from, this is where I am standing, you know. This is basically their home, this is all they've known. So to get a new school and to get people coming from outside who barely know them and to just put in their time, to invest finances, to sacrifice all these things for these children, believe you me, you're doing something that cannot be put into words.
Education is the difference between being destitute and very poor, and between being able to live with dignity, earn your own living, take care of yourself. It's the gateway from the terrible poverty into a normal living.
And one major challenge has been that when teachers are posted here, they look around and see that the classes are made of iron sheets, they are not cemented, and the conditions are very poor. They don't agree to come here. So they go back and they request to be reposted to other schools. And our neighborhood has good teachers. There are teachers who are staying in the houses that are around our school and who would want to work here if the school had better infrastructure.
The school, nearly 2,000 children, and only 8 of the classrooms are permanent structure. The rest are corrugated iron sheds built 20 years ago, very hot in the sun. They're dirty, they're hard to clean, they're dark. And so they are really unsuitable for human habitation and certainly as a learning centre.
We welcome the constructions of the new classes, because with the constructions we shall be able to decongest our classes, whereby we have an average of 80 pupils.
In my class I have 96 children and I'm all alone. Sometimes some of them are very weak. You need to reach to them. You are unable because of the large number in the class.
Education will bring a great change and has brought a great change to these pupils, because through education they will be able to remove their parents from the poverty.
Education in my family is very important, just because if the child is not educated in her life or in his life, he's not going to win.
I have seen destitute children a few years ago who are now doctors, accountants, teachers, nurses.
When I leave school, I would like to be a marine biologist.
The new school will enable me to learn in silence and enjoy learning.
It means a new beginning, better future that's gonna assist us during our learning.
Many want to become the engineers of tomorrow. We have the president of tomorrow. Even the slums can produce such a great person. And I would really wish that more of my brothers, young brothers and sisters make it to where I've been, because I've seen I can make it and they can also make it if you believe in yourself.
So now we're very grateful to the Mellon Foundation that at last the children will get normal classrooms and they'll be able to learn in a much better environment.
And now Mellon Trust are now funding 16 classrooms. This is an enormous contribution. We're also building extensions to the clinic, but the clinic is really stretched. The numbers are great, but also in the top floor will be some meeting rooms.
Mellon Educate would just like to say how pleased we are to be building this medical facility which will help all you kids when you get sick. We'd like to pay tribute to the hard work that Brother Frank is doing here in this community, and we are really pleased to be building you a beautiful new school which we hope will be completed in the next few months.
A moment really to cherish, and to have so many different people contributing to the development of the centre, both facilities for meetings, health and of course education. So very, very delighted with this.
We are going to use it for child welfare clinic, antenatal for pregnant mothers, nutrition, and also screening for cervical cancer, and occupational therapy department for disabled children.
It's a big moment for us here today. Every one of you should be so proud. You made this school possible. The lives of some of the poorest children in the world are changing because of you. We have 1,500 children coming to this school. Many of them are orphans, perhaps as much as 20 or 30% of them. Their parents had dreams that their children would have a better life than they had, and you've helped make that dream come true. Every parent wants their children to get a good education, and together we're making that possible. It's the most amazing feeling to walk into this courtyard and to see the beaming faces of not just the children but school teachers who never imagined that the children who live in the slums would be educated in such an amazing facility because of this. But today, construction has triumphed over destruction. And as Kenyans were saddened by what happened at Westgate, I hope today all Kenyans are elated and hear the occasion of opening a beautiful new building that will give a great future to these young children here in Nakuru.
Now that the building is finished, we're absolutely thrilled. It has turned out much better and much more magnificent than we thought. The children are delighted, the parents are very happy, and the teachers, of course, are absolutely thankful.
Very excited about this new building. And when people pass here, they are saying, is this a primary school or a university?
Teaching in the new school is wonderful. You cannot compare it with the old buildings.
We thank the Mellon Educate organization. May God bless the work of their hands.
Even when we sit inside it, we feel very happy. When the teachers teach, we feel comfortable for it.
You know, we've had many partners constructing some schools, but there is none who has constructed a whole school in 5 months, a record 5 months. And, you know, to hand over, solid building like this, I think Mellon Educate has done, a great thing, yeah.
Our magnificent new classrooms will enable these children to look taller, to be taller and to believe more in themselves. But it doesn't stop there. We need help with computers, with uniforms, with Irish teachers. Perhaps some of you know a young teacher or indeed a not so young teacher who's retired but has some energy left to give some time to help our kids out here and teach for 3 to 6 months as part of our effort to build a school of excellence which is the second stage of our program here.
So we want to just thank God and ask Him to return each and every shilling that each and every volunteer out there has donated, in terms of time, in terms of fundraisers, in terms of sacrifices that have made to see this project through. It's all I can say. Thank you. And as much as it's so little, it's all I have to give on behalf of the beautiful St. Catherine that is given to us. Thank you so much. Be blessed.